don't have to do no drafting, which is beautiful.
Hello?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, man? I
Hey.
just watched some of your videos.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
I said I just was watching some of your videos. How's it going?
Oh, my man. Everything's going good, man. You got this consultation, so state your city and state where you live, please.
I'm in Gonzales, Louisiana.
You said Dallas, Louisiana?
Gonzales.
Oh, Gonzales.
Yes,
You
sir.
sounding a little like it's like a vibration, like.
Let me see if I can fix that for you. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
Can
Say it again.
you hear me a little bit better?
We'll try to make it work. We'll see what we got. So we'll see what we got. So it's 5:24 p.m. February 10th. How did you hear about us?
I just stumbled upon some of your videos.
On what though?
TikTok.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you like I tell everybody. Don't worry about time. Give me the long version of what's going on. Go.
Okay, so I met this girl a couple years ago here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We started dating. One thing led to another.
You gave her some
after about-
skeet?
Yeah. after about 2 months, she was down here because she was going to school here, but I live here, so it was time for her to go back home, to which at the time was Houston, Texas,
Uh-huh.
with her mom, because she was going through some stuff dealing with school, so she was going back home to try to get back on her feet until she can finish or whatever.
How old is she?
She is 22.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
So she wasn't honest about that in the beginning. She told me something different.
Okay. Nah, I just wanted to see the mentals, to get a mental understanding of just how much nonsense they be coming up with. But go ahead.
Right. So she moved back. I helped her move her stuff back because at the time we were still cool. I'm thinking, hey, the fling, I might not see her anymore after she goes back home. Who knows, right?
Uh-huh.
So a couple of weeks after that pops up, she's telling me she's pregnant. So at this point, we hadn't really known each other that long. I'm bringing up DNA testing and things of that nature, and she's giving me the runaround and this and that, a lot of high emotions running. We ended up trying to make the best of it. I went down there to Houston to make some of the appointments with her, and it got to the point where I was real stern about the DNA test, and so about 7 months in, she finally agreed to do the DNA test. So we got the DNA test that you get before the baby comes, and then when I found out that it was my baby, I tried to be a little bit more helpful, and I ended up going down there last year, from like the end of December all the way to February. I took a month leave so I can go and be there for when the baby was born and stuff. So the baby was born on January 4th of last year.
Mm-hmm.
And from that point, I came back home in like around February-ish so I can go back to work and stuff. And she stayed there where her mom, and her mom was pretty much helping her a lot. To Houston to visit, like when I would have some extra time, which was really about twice a month for a little while. And then her mom started having some issues. Her going out late or coming home late after work, not coming on time when she said she was coming back, and her mom having.
This is after the baby was born, right?
Yeah. And
So she dropped the baby. Now she want to go shake it, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Take the baby home with her mom, and her mom. It didn't sit right with her mom. So it came to a situation where her mom, when I went down there to help her get her stuff, her mom was saying she didn't put her out and this and that. But it came to a point where she decided she wanted to pack everything up and leave. And we also weren't on the best of terms, because I'm like, where you gonna go? Like, you can't just, you gotta work on their relationship with your mom on your own. I can't be a part of that. That's your mom, So she ended up blocking me over that, and then she had it out with her mom.
Wait a minute. You said why she wanted to come with you, and then you said that you got to work it out with your mom. Why did she block you for saying that?
She blocked me for trying to. I was trying to make sense of the situation and get her to understand that she got to listen to her mom, because that's who she's staying with right now.
No, I got that, but where was she going?
I don't know. She just decided to pack everything up and leave. So I was like, well, I mean, she has a cousin that lives here, maybe 30 or 45 minutes away from my house. So the plan was in the beginning that she was going to go stay with her cousin
that live in Louisiana, near you.
Yeah, so me and my family can help with the baby.
How far is Houston from where you live at?
Houston is about 4 hours away.
Oh, okay. 4 hours.
So it was easier if she was closer. So she ended up coming down here, and she had made arrangements with her cousin. So I just let her come here to my house, even though we weren't in a relationship and things, things was getting or whatever like that. Just because it's my child involved, I let her come stay here for a while, right?
Boy, you fucked up when you did that. But go ahead.
She tried to. I just was trying to. My family was in on it too. They was telling me it was the right thing to do and this and that.
No, it wasn't. Go ahead. No, it wasn't.
She came here, and she stayed here from about May till basically I just couldn't deal with it anymore, which was about May to the end of July. And then that's when we had an incident where I was trying to bring up a co-parenting plan. I was trying to figure out what we can work out together on our own. And that ended up causing emotions to run high, and we ended up fighting about that. So at this point I was like, you gotta get out, you can't stay here anymore, this and that. And then that's when she went to live with her cousin, which is about 45 minutes away from me. So as soon as that happened, I went to get a family law attorney, right? And so we filed to have 50-50, and I was going to be primary custody because the child was basically living with me. And, we were having her, me and my family were having her more anyway, because she was trying to figure out what she was going to do. And then that was August. That first thing that we filed was the beginning of August. So then the address to her cousin's house where she was supposed to be staying at, and she stayed there from about the beginning of August to the beginning of October. And then when things got heated again is when she left all of her stuff and all of her belongings here. But after weeks of me telling her, hey, you need to come get your stuff, my house not a storage unit, blah blah blah, I ended up packing all of her stuff up for her and bringing it to her cousin's house.
You shouldn't have did that. Okay, here's what would have been a good idea to do. If she had all your stuff at your house, to solidify the fact that she was living with you, you should have filed for an eviction. When you would have filed for the eviction, it would establish that jurisdiction was where you live at. That's why you should have did that. You should have filed for jurisdiction. You shouldn't have put her stuff out. Let that be a note to you. If you know anybody, they got a female living with them, and it's a situation where you allow her to come live with you, y'all have a fight, and then she just up and leave, file for eviction. Because it established that she was living with you. Because you don't know where she's going to go to try to claim that jurisdiction. You don't know where she's going to try to go to claim jurisdiction as the child with the child at. You don't know where she's going to pop up at. So just know that next time, all right?
Right. Okay, so then now the motion, the custody thing is out in the air, but they can't get her served.
Oh, really?
She's dead.
There you go.
So,
okay. Well, hold on. When did y'all try to serve her?
August 6th, or the beginning of August is when we kicked off everything. So, private served, and then she could never catch up with her. And then she ended up leaving from her cousin's house and taking the baby with her, even though we were doing like shared custody, kind of like time sharing thing. I would have the baby for 3 or 4 days, and then she would have the baby for about 2 or 3 days, and just trading her back and forth. And then she took the baby with her to Oklahoma, where her dad lived. But mind you, she told me and all of my family that her dad was dead. So I'm like, where does this imaginary dad come from, right? So now I have to and then on top of that, I'm sending wellness checks to try to figure out where this girl that took my child, So I ended up being able to find the actual address of her dad, so I sent the wellness check there. And when I did that pissed her off a little bit too. But then after that, she tried to file temporary custody from an ex parte thing, from a restraining order type thing, like for emergency custody. So I hired an attorney out there in Oklahoma to fight that, and the judge out there denied that. So that wasn't granted for her. And then all the while that's happening, the case here just keeps pushed back until I have.
Well, hold on. If she filed, whatchamacallit for a restraining order, whatever address you use there, then you should have her served there, and then say, hey, this is a good address.
She didn't file that until actually after she had took the baby and packed everything up and left to go to Oklahoma.
Well, right. That's what I'm saying. Oklahoma is their imaginary dad, yes?
Yes.
So what I'm saying is you should have served that address.
Right. Yeah, I'm getting there. So then when I found that out, I had to hire
a servant.
Appointed attorney. The court appointed her an attorney. And then when that happened, that's when she realized at the hearing for when she tried to file against me in Oklahoma, that's when she realized he just told her, hey, you got to go to Louisiana and take care of this. Because this says you're not supposed to leave Louisiana, and it's supposed to be 50-50, and he's the primary, right? So that happens, and then she hires an attorney here, and then the attorney here tries to dismiss everything because she tries to file an exception. I think that's what it's called, for jurisdiction.
Okay.
So today we finally had the hearing on the jurisdiction. The attorney that I had was basically saying it's looking like the judge isn't going to keep jurisdiction here. She's going to want to kick it back to Oklahoma. And this is what I just went through today in court today. So we came up and I was like, well, is it worth losing jurisdiction here?
Well, wait a minute. You still have this attorney?
Yes.
So you just said the attorney is saying, well, it looks like. How? See, where all of y'all go wrong is when y'all allow an attorney to tell you something that is not right. And you say, well, you kind of agree with that. See, your attorney is doing what every attorney do. They always tell you wrong thing. They always tell you losing narratives, and y'all just be like, okay, there's not. The way to respond to an attorney is she don't have jurisdiction there. She was not living there 6 months. She don't have jurisdiction there. There has been a case here. That means this state has jurisdiction no matter what. You don't say, oh, well, she was there, so this and all that. And that's not how it works. So you saying, well, does it look like? No. You say to your attorney, I'm a lot confused as to how that's even possible when a case was filed here and we couldn't find her because she lives here. When did you file the case there?
At the beginning of August.
The beginning of August. And now she's trying to say, so August, and when did she try to file something in Oklahoma?
In October.
October. So at the beginning of August, she lived with you from, you said, from like May to July?
Yeah.
Okay, so if she lived with you from May to July, so July, right? So so she lived with you in Louisiana from May until July. How are you filing something in Oklahoma? You wasn't there 6 months. You was just living with me.
And that's what I kept telling him. But
no, ain't no you kept telling him. You listen. This is how it goes.
I basically was kind of like backed into a corner because he's had cases with the judge that I had before, and he was telling me like this judge is not going to give you 50-50 of a 1-year-old over and over. She's going to give you less. She's going to give you like 6 weeks in the summer.
And then you gotta explain to me, somebody that will argue, how do you give 50-50 custody to somebody that don't have a house? How do you give 50-50 custody to somebody that lived here, lived there, lived with a mom? In the last 6 months, she had 3 addresses and you have the same address. See, you're once again, I'm gonna say what I said before. You're allowing your attorney to tell you, see, a judge ain't gonna do that. Your situation is not what a judge seen. You should not allow your attorney to tell you what a judge is going to say. That's what the court is for. The judge don't even know the situation. The judge is not going to say, I'm giving the mother custody, and the person don't have a place to live.
Right, but see, now we came to an agreement today that I would get like 4.5 months. So I would get like from May 1st to August 15th, and then I would get 2 weeks for Mardi Gras, and 2 weeks for Thanksgiving on the odd years, and 2 weeks for Christmas on the even years.
I don't know how you settle for that. I don't know how you settle for that, bro. There's no way on this planet I'm giving custody to somebody. There's no way. I don't know how you settle for that. You paid your attorney?
Yeah.
You surrender custody to somebody that, once again, like I said, I don't know how long you heard about me, but no offense to you, y'all all do the typical thing that everybody do. You wait to go to court, then you get screwed, and then you call me. You should have called beforehand. There's no way on this planet a person should have won custody. There's no way. Now it's okay, now I'm gonna call, and then now you gotta play uphill. You don't agree to nothing. I mean, a $50 consultation could have saved you a whole bunch of this before.
Yeah.
I don't know. That is a classic case of I don't know how that even happened. I don't have the intellect to process how that even happened. I don't. 4 months, this and all that's nothing. You're gonna get that 1 year probably, and then they're gonna screw you again. I don't know how you even settle for that. I don't. I'm telling my client, I'm telling my attorney, I'm rejecting that. I'm fighting on basis of the woman don't have nothing. Nothing. I'm not settling for that. I'm not settling for more. You got jurisdiction and you get less time. I don't understand how that happened, bro.
Well, I figured jurisdiction was worth more. I didn't understand.
No, listen. I'm not talking nothing about you. Of course, jurisdiction is worth more. So you don't have. You don't have 181 days a year. You don't have that, unless I'm missing the math. You said 4 months, and then you said 2 weeks for this, and 2 weeks for Mardi Gras, and 2 weeks for Christmas. I'm not understanding. You don't have majority of the time. Like I said, I don't know how jurisdiction got out of. How does the person that have jurisdiction get less time? Not understanding that. Not understanding that. Where do you work?
I'm an operator at a refinery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not understanding that, bro. She's on welfare, ain't she?
I don't think so. I think right now, basically, her dad, her stepmom, is pretty much taking care of her.
So allow me. Yes, she is. There isn't a black woman on this planet that said, I had a baby and I'm not going to apply for welfare. My mom and dad's just going to help me. Welfare and her lifestyle goes hand in hand. She's on welfare. You just don't know it. And she's on welfare wherever she is, and then they're going to come after you for child support. I'm telling you. I don't have a crystal ball, but that's what's going to happen. But go ahead.
So like that just happened like a few hours ago, and they're supposed to be doing like the judgment or whatever. We did the judgment, but they're supposed to be putting all of it together within 30 days.
You need to ask your judge you need to tell your attorney you want a reconsideration.
Reconsideration?
Yeah.
Like as soon as possible?
He's your attorney. You need to tell him to file for a reconsideration. Yeah, like as soon as possible. Okay. Like I said, I'm not understanding. In the 25 years I've been doing this, I've never heard of nothing like that, dog. I've never heard of that before. Never heard of that before. Never heard of that before.
So if we do that, is she going to go back to the jurisdiction?
No.
In the jurisdiction?
Where you at have jurisdiction. There is no jurisdiction. In order for her to have jurisdiction, she have to file a motion with the court and say, I want to move. She don't have jurisdiction. I don't understand why you're. Well, I do. You got an attorney. So they don't tell you the perspectives. Like I said, attorneys don't tell you your upsides. They only tell you how she got a chance. They'll tell you a woman in a wheelchair. They'll tell you a woman that's a paraplegic. She can't move. She was subject to a hospital bed. They'll tell you that woman got a chance. Your perspective and how you go at using an attorney is you allow them to tell you stuff as opposed to saying, no. I hired you to do this. I hired you to file this. That ain't what I hired you for. I hired you. You're allowing them to tell you everything. You're allowing them to dictate to you everything. So I'm going to ask you this. I know the answer. You're the plaintiff or the filer and she's the responder or the defendant, right?
Right.
So if she's the respondent or the defendant, how is this possible, bro? How is this happening? There's no narrative that you can tell me where this makes sense. And the reason why is they're going to take 30 days to write it up because they got to figure out how they're going to fuck you. They're going to figure out how did we ended up getting him to agree to this dumb shit. That's why they're going to take 30 days to figure it out. They got to, we got to write that, and they got to figure it. This 30 days is just sucker time. This 30 days is, by the time 30 days is up, she's going to file for something and this and that. That's why they're saying 30 days. They're at odds about how this is even working out. She don't have jurisdiction. She don't. They're trying to figure out how do we give somebody, how are we going to write this up to somebody, we have jurisdiction, but somebody can take the child to Oklahoma. I ain't never heard of that before, bro. I ain't never heard of that one before. Boy, that's a new one.
So I'm supposed to get the baby back in about 2 weeks for Mardi Gras.
You're supposed to have the baby and she's supposed to get custody, but she's supposed to get visitation. So all that you're supposed to get. Hey, when is Mardi Gras anyway?
March 4th.
Oh, for real? I think I'm gonna come down there this year. I've always wanted to go to Mardi Gras.
Yeah, that's fun.
Oh, March is right around the corner. March is next month. Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, but it's like, she took the baby, so I'm thinking, like, is this even right? I filed, like, national for the missions, children, place, and everything, and nobody wasn't giving me no answers,
That's because, hold on. How long you been watching my videos?
Not long.
I don't know what time that is.
Like, about two weeks.
Okay, so I said this all the time. The reason why, once again, it all falls back to the fact that you have an attorney, and your attorney is not being instructed. You don't know how to instruct your attorney. That's why I was telling you about our ghost service. You don't know how to use your attorney. You don't know all the right things to say to your attorney. You are allowing your attorney to dictate to you everything. If you look at mob pictures, and I tell everybody, if you look at mob pictures, what you'll see is an attorney, as a mobster say, all right, counsel, look here, counsel. I want to get off, counsel. I want to walk. I tell you, counsel, if I do 1 day in jail, you're going to get whacked. I'm going to send Paulie to come get you. That's how you're allowing you hiring an attorney, and you're leaving all the perspectives and all the gears and the workings up to an attorney. And an attorney is not telling you these obvious things. He's not telling you that. He's dog walking you. That's why you're going through what you're going through. You're being dog walked by your attorney. Roof, roof. That was a joke. But you're being dog walked by your attorney.
I'm just trying to see what I can do now and how I can get it, what I need to do.
Like I said.
So you would recommend the Ghost service?
Yeah. And I would you do our Ghost service, and every day we're gonna set when you're going through something like this, we have consultations with you every day except Saturday and Sunday. Except we have consultations with you every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And what your attorney say? Say that. What your attorney say? Do that. What your attorney say? Boom. We're going to tell you, we're going to send for you word for word what to say to your attorney. Meaning, when you open up your email, it's going to say, blah, 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 blah. You can either forward it to your attorney. We tell individuals, try to save it to yourself and then forward it that way. Because I think if you forward it, it's going to say the origins of where it came from. You don't want them to know about us. But that's just where you're at. That's why you're losing.
Right.
You need to stop asking your attorney and start telling your attorney.
Think it's too late for me to stop?
No, it's never too late, bro. No, this is not over. It's never too late. Like I said, if you went to court yesterday, you can tell your attorney, I want a reconsideration. I want her back here. How did she end up coming to court anyway?
Her dad just came up back from the dead, I guess.
No, I meant, how did you ended up serving her is what I'm saying?
Yeah, and we was going to proceed without her because I got them to appoint her an attorney. But then she went and hired her own attorneys.
She ain't got no money to hire no attorney. Her dad hired an attorney, but he won't do it again. I promise you that. He won't do it again. He thought she was gonna get custody, but she did, unfortunately. But you need to drag her back in court and have her in court. Get her back in court. Get her back in court.
So tell them I want a reconsideration. That's it.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna get you guys, and then just keep you guys posted on how's it going from there.
Correct. You want to tell him a reconsideration, and you want all the instructions. If you decide to use our service, we'll have an intake. This is only a consultation. We'll have an intake with you tomorrow. Probably get you in at 9 o'clock. We'll get some stuff to you, and you'll have it to your attorney. You get an answer by noontime. We'll probably do 2 consultations with you a day because you need to jump on this. You need to jump on this yesterday. Hate to say it.
Right.
Wow. I've been doing this 25 years. I don't understand. I don't understand no narrative of what you're talking about, bro. I don't understand it. What is it? Like I tell you guys, attorneys will look at all your upsides and say, "Oh no, the judge," but that's the mother, this and all that. I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding. Not understanding nothing what you're talking about, bro. There's no, like I said, there's no version of it where you can get me to understand what you're going through. No version.
Right. Well, this is my first time having to deal with something like this,
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, that's the remedy to what it is. You just let us know what you want to do. But yeah, that's just where you at, man.
Well,
No, we don't have nothing that goes by a year. No. Nobody has anything that goes by a year.
Like the one-time fee or nothing?
No. Nope.
Well, it feels right to me. It don't seem right.
Yeah, your feelings and what it actually is are about the same. It don't feel right because it's not right. But once again, like I said, brother, you're asking, hey, is it anything for the year? But it's not. But bro, like I said, you knew about us. You know about us for 2 weeks. You've been watching my videos for 2 weeks, and you just waited. You could have did this consultation the day before. You did what everybody do. I'm gonna just go down there and see what happened. Do you go down there and you get railroaded? You're gonna get railroaded. You're gonna get railroaded. You're gonna get railroaded.
I figured I had the upper hand on it. I didn't know it was gonna go down like that.
The fact of the matter is not about you having an upper hand. It's about you executing the fact that you have the upper hand correctly. If your attorney ain't put all this stuff in, then the courts ain't gonna know it. The courts don't know she's been living all over the place. You don't even know if she's on welfare or not. You just your attorney allowed a woman to come in there and pose up like she's a sufficient mother. So you gotta put all this in. That's what I'm saying. It ain't got nothing to do. The courts are gonna screw you. You have to. You don't sit down there and give somebody your money and put trust in them. Like I tell individuals, nobody helps you like a father's advocacy group. And all them individuals out there that's just talking child support, advocacy groups, we help on both sides of the fence. So
yeah, but I didn't know that either, because most of the stuff I was watching from you was mostly about child support, and that hasn't came up yet. So I figured.
I don't know how it didn't. Wow. Yeah, I understand though, but that's just where you're at right now, man. That's just where you're at.
I trust you.
Yeah, if it wasn't, let me tell you what I don't do. I don't coddle, and I don't tell you nothing that ain't the truth. It ain't a version of the truth. It's not a percentage of the truth. I'm only telling you 100% of the truth. So I get you asking me, but just for the record, let's just say that. If I tell you, it's what it is. So that's just how it goes.
I got you.
So another guy that got an attorney straight got railroaded. A woman that don't have a house, a woman that don't have a place to live. He's running around trying to find her. He finds her, and then his attorney tells him the judge is going to give her jurisdiction. How does that happen? And another case, you heard it. He listened to us for 2 weeks. He goes to court and then get a boot, and he get a straight boot. I am amazed to the highest power. I am amazed to the almighty scale of dumbsclusivity. Yeah, dumbsclusivity. I am amazed to the scale of dumbsclusivity at how a lot of you men, you just allow yourself to believe in an attorney. You listen to our videos and you say, oh no, he said attorneys don't help you. He said attorney's going to dog walk me into the devil's house. Oh no, I believe in my attorney. I got a good one. I got a good one. And then you listen to him. He got dog walked by his attorney. I just don't understand why individuals don't understand what I'm saying. I just don't. I don't. But that is just how it is. And it is amazing to me. It really is. It really is amazing. But 732-875-9111. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll check you on the next one.